It's me, Sean Capri, and welcome to We the GamerCast. It publishes on podcast services around the globe and youtube.com/YouMeCapri every single Monday. Patrons get it first. Thank you guys for subscribing and hitting the like button and leaving a review on Spotify. You can do that now. Most of you listen on Spotify anyway, so go on over there. Let's get this thing rated. Thank you guys so much. Oh my goodness gracious. You hear my voice? You hear what's going on there? It's in rough shape, but I'm not complaining. Life is good, and guess what? If you're new, here's the deal. Every week I have sweet hangs with a stranger or a longtime friend from the internet, and we talk about life and video games. And if you want to be on the show, you can tweet at me at Sean Capri. Sean like Connery, Capri like the pants. We're scheduling well into January, into February, but we want you on. This is about the community. This is about friendship and togetherness and life and games, and it's so much fun. Man, a couple of weeks ago, I feel like we just kind of blew past it. 6 years doing We the GamerCast. December 15th, 14th, 15th, or 16th, somewhere in there. The very first episode of We the GamerCast in this format, it aired in 2015. Seamus Mullins. So thank you, Seamus, for getting... Man, I talk about it every once in a while, but in case you guys haven't heard me tell the story, if you're new, Seamus was the guy, and he's gone on to do amazing things. Of course he has. But he was the first guest, and I feel like if I had anybody else as the first guest, then who knows what would have happened, man. I might have been one and done, because Seamus showed me that I don't actually have to be good at this. The guest has to be good at this. And then I kind of caught up eventually. I think. Hopefully I'm a little better at this now. But Seamus, right from day one, it was a natural behind the mic. So thank you to Seamus, and thank you to you for listening and for continuing to be here. I hope you've had a great December. We're on the tail end here, guys. We're now into looking forward to New Year's. New Year's Eve is coming up here, guys. I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope you had a great holiday. And if you didn't, I'm here for you. It's a tough time, man. And I think one of the things that I'm trying to wrestle with as this time happens is, I want to make sure that I try to celebrate it with my family, make sure everybody around me has a really good time. But I also want to be mindful that it's not an awesome time for some people as well. So I hope that comes across in whenever I'm wishing people a very Merry Christmas. I'm trying to spread the joy, but I also want to recognize that it's this kind of a crappy time for some people, and I get it. And I'm here for you. And DM me if you guys ever need anything. We've got a great community too in the Discord. The links are in the show notes. And speaking of that Discord, I don't even know if I talked about it on this show. I've got to have Marcus and/or Delroy back on the show, because we're going to talk about the Backtrackers. It is a video game book club. They've chosen Death's Door as a game, kind of like any other book club that you guys would have done. Back in the day when you would join around all your other friends, you'd read a book, and then you'd go to somebody's house, you'd drink some drinks or whatever you like, and you talk about the book. And it's because I'm sure all of you guys have done that. We're doing that, but with video games. And the greatest thing is that this is community driven. Ryan Turford and I really have almost nothing to do with it, other than telling you guys about it and setting things up in the Discord and all that. But really, this is Marcus and Delroy. They are taking full charge on this, and I am so proud and happy, and it just fills me up, man, that this is a thing, and people are coming to the Discord for it. It is so cool. So get on Death's Door. It's on Xbox and Switch. I think is it on PlayStation? Somebody can correct me in the comments below. I'm going to purposefully say things wrong. You guys can go to youtube.com/YouMeCapri. Correct me in the comments. We'll get that sweet engagement juice. I'm so glad you're here, guys. Check out the Backtrackers. That is one of the most active channels in the Discord, as it turns out. So thank you to Marcus. Thank you to Delroy for taking the lead on that. I think we're going to see very cool things coming in 2022, and I've got big plans, you guys. And I've been wrestling back and forth as I've taken a little bit of time off for the most part on content creation. I haven't really done any streaming. The Xbox Drive, the Nintendo Drive, all on break. I do these intros, but the conversation that you're about to listen to with James Johnson was recorded a little while ago, actually. I had everything kind of pre-done, so I've gotten to take some time off here and just kind of recharge. And it's funny because that's been the point, is to step away from things so that I can recharge. And then every day I'm like, am I recharged yet? Is this working? I'm not sure if this is working, and what should I get back to it? So I'm not going to really explore that too much here. I want to get to the show. I've got lots to talk to you guys about today, but I want to get to the conversation with Jams Gams. But I do think that I might do a bit of a solo episode of We the GamerCast sometime between now and the next kind of like real one. And I'm really excited, by the way, for the next guest as well. But I'm going to leave that for now. We're gonna focus on jam scams this time around. But I wanna do a thing because I asked James a question in this conversation if he does any sort of like reflecting on the year or anything like that, and I think spoilers, he doesn't really, which is totally fine. But I feel like I have all this time off work. I'm now into my second week off of work. I've been spending tons of time with kids and the family and just reflecting on lots of things, and like this is I just don't know how anybody does this time of year without taking time off work. I'll just kind of put that aside. But I do want to reflect on this year because a lot of stuff happened this year, and I want to think about next year because that's how I operate. That's how I kind of get a lot of things done when I think ahead and try to have at least some high level goals and some plans ahead. But man, this year, not to get too heavy right at the start of things here, man, but like this year, how can we not finish the year without thinking about Bobby? And I know a lot of people are. Bobby Paul's a Nintendo guru. If you're new, he was my best friend, man. He was my partner in podcasting. He was the one who encouraged me and I know a ton of you guys as well, a ton of people listening found encouragement through Bobby, found entertainment through Bobby, found friendship through Bobby, all the things. And now he's gone. And this was the first Christmas, really without him. Last year he was in the hospital. And somebody had mentioned, man, New Year's Eve is going to be difficult this year because Bobby would always do a New Year's thing. I'm touching all the buttons over here. Bobby would do a New Year's Eve stream. So I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about what's going to happen on New Year's Eve. But absolutely have to think about this year and just everything that happened. We launched the Nintendo Drive. We launched the PlayStation Drive. Yumi Capri really took a different turn this year. And it was kind of out of, when I say survival, it's just kind of dealing with what happened, and the community, you guys really rallied around Ryan and I and asked for more content. You showed up at the patreon.com/YumiCapri. And we just had a great year in spite of all the things that really happened. And I want to explore that a little bit more. I haven't really talked too much about Bobby. I think there was a couple times throughout the year that I've kind of explored that. So I feel like I owe it to our friendship. I owe it to Bobby. And I think that maybe people who are listening might look forward to something like that as well. And if you are, please let me know again, youtube.com/YumiCapri. I would appreciate hearing that from you guys. So look forward to that. Man, there's so much to talk to you guys about. Do I leave this for later? Where else can I even talk about this? I saw The Matrix and I didn't like it. I saw Spider-Man and I loved it. And patrons, by the way, patreon.com/YumiCapri. Patrons can hear Mr. Babbitt and Andrew Semichek and I do a whole spoiler cast on Spider-Man at the $3 level and up. So if you're at the $1, you want to get to the $3, you get the exclusive content like that. And man, I'm kind of just like, I've been catching up on a lot of entertainment, really. It's not even just video games. I haven't really been playing a whole lot of games much at all. Last night, Chelsea and I we did something we haven't done in forever because she's been working so hard. We played Pokemon together, or separately. She was playing on the TV and I was just playing on my Switch. We were both on the couch, just playing late into the night. The kids were asleep and it was totally glorious, man. So I've got tons of games to talk about on the Xbox Drive next, and the Nintendo Drive and the Xbox Drive, those types of things. We'll get to that. But man, I'm all over these sales, you guys. I was even on what is it? Games, Good Old Games, GOG, about Warcraft 2. The BattleNet edition, which I'm surprised they didn't have. I don't know what version. I must have had a CD-ROM version somewhere. I thought I had a disc version, but I guess not. Or I thought I had a digital version, but I guess not. So I've got that. And a game called Sin is a game that is a first-person shooter based on the Quake 2 engine that I had way back in the day of the 3DFX graphics accelerators, the 3D accelerator days. Picked up Miles Morales and Terminator Resistance on PS5 because yes, a PS5 is coming. Maybe more on that another day. But man, there is tons to talk to you guys about. Also on this feed that you'll see very soon. I think on the 30th or 31st, we'll be launching our Game of the Year conversation with Ryan, Kato, Matt, and Garrett. It's coming on this feed. All the Yumi Capri feeds will have it. And it's not even like this is the most critically acclaimed games. We just talked about our favorite games this year. And I really liked how we did that. And shout out to Ryan for really driving that forward. So you guys can look forward to that. I think that's it. I got a ton of comics for Christmas, you guys. It was just ridiculous. So look forward to comic stuff coming next year. Holy crap. Have you guys spent time with family? Did you do anything? Did you like, I don't know about you, but we played a ton of Jackbox, and Family Feud was on sale for $13 on Nintendo Switch, and we played a ton of we played the Feud, man. It was so fun. And so I'm reeling a little bit here. I have had a great last, I don't know how long it's been since I recorded one of these, but the last week really has been great. So look forward to the content, look forward to this conversation. But before we jump into it, I want to quickly thank everybody who supports us at patreon.com/YumiCapri, nearly 70 of you. And I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us, especially our Capremium producers, Dallas Ford, our fearless leader of the Phoenix Overdrive Extra Life team, Lee Navarro, and Jonathan Brown, the man behind the music on the Xbox Drive and the Nintendo Drive. You can support Jonathan Brown at youtube.com/PMENT. Platinum producers, Robbie Bobby Miller and Trucker Sloth, and all of our gold members, Argo, Brendan Myers, Dallas Robbins, Dano, Emily O'Kelly, Foolish Fuji, Joel Brooks, Jose Jimenez, Mac Time, Marcus O'Neill, Mr. and Mrs. Nasty Boots, RJ Kern, Skinny Matt, and Xavier Reyes. If you guys want to join all those amazing people and more and get exclusive content, you can go to patreon.com/YumiCapri. I would really appreciate if you did that. Now, let's get into my conversation with my good friend James Johnson. You know him as Jams Gams. This is a really wonderful conversation. I just wanted to have good old friends in December. So thank you so much to James for carving out time. Let's just jump right into it. We'll talk about life and video games and all these things. So here he is, Jams Gams. I won't do it. I gotta tell you, I'm a little out of breath because I'm still kind of dealing with the food situation that I just did to myself. I'm not gonna lie. I had zero time.
Down a bunch of stuff. Huh?
Scarf is I actually surprised myself when I reached back and I'm like, oh, it's all gone. That's not how it's supposed to have happened. It shouldn't go like that. But now it's disappeared. It's in my esophagus. Or my stomach. I don't know. I think the esophagus is for breathing. Hopefully it's not in there. It feels like it is. It feels like it's clogging up, man. My arteries and my windpipe. My windpipe is not in good shape right now, man. Oh, dude. Where do you go when you're if you're in a pinch? When you gotta just go grab a bite? What's your go-to? Obviously I go to McDonald's all the time, but
probably a pizza place.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly. Any.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
I live in New York, so any of them are pretty good.
Yeah, that actually is. That's way better. So you must look at the rest of the world and go it's suckers.
Yeah.
all these establishments, all these places, Five Guys, Smash Burgers, the whatever, Popeyes. And you just go to a random pizza place and it's way better.
And it's good. And it's probably cheaper too.
It's way cheaper and it's the right amount of food too.
Yeah.
I feel like it's legit. You just go for a slice. That's enough. For a little pass by, that's enough.
It's the best lunch you could get.
I didn't need what I just had. I did not need that at all. And it was Lincoln's fault. I went to Popeyes.
Oh, nice.
I got a spicy chicken sandwich with all of the sauces and some onion rings. And
nice.
I got a Diet Coke because I'm watching my figure.
Oh, nice DC Diet Coke.
I think I actually got a Diet Coke. I also have a Diet Coke here from McDonald's because I went to get drinks for Chelsea too. So I got myself one.
Two different drinks.
This is not a Diet Coke. The one I got from Popeyes is a Diet Coke. The number of times that I go to McDonald's and ask for a Diet Coke and get something else is way too high.
I gotta agree with you.
It's too high. It's no good. Does this happen to you?
Coke. Yeah.
I saw somebody who was I think diabetic on YouTube or something. This could have killed me. They just gave her a regular Coke. I'm I didn't even think of that.
I just laughed at that, and that's not funny.
It's not funny, but I mean, they kind of, I don't know. I feel like they had a laugh with it, so we're laughing with them. At least this one person.
I agree.
Yeah. Theoretically, they exist. So how you been, dude? I miss you.
I'm good. I miss you too.
Yeah.
No, I was really excited today because the whole day I was waiting for this PlayStation 5 to come in the mail.
Oh no! Did it not come?
And I came in. Yeah.
Oh, it did.
The box is right there.
Oh, look at you! You're perfectly in the way of it, just for this nice reveal. So, dude, okay, are you okay to like do this tonight? Like, don't you want to go like, play around with that?
No.
Like that would kill me.
No, it's. I mean,
I appreciate it.
I mean, it had the transfer of the save data.
Yeah.
I should have did it by USB because over the internet it took like over an hour.
Oh my gosh.
And now it's just downloading the games.
Yeah.
Which I could have played. Excuse me. I could have played something. I could have played Hitman 3, but I didn't know this was going to come in today. We scheduled this.
we got other nights, but in any case, I mean, I guess, yeah, like the first night, that's the thing. Like the first day with a console is like so not gratifying in most cases. Yeah. Like, but you're also like so excited that it doesn't really matter. But if you really like walk through the step by step of like what your first couple hours are with the console, it's like, that sucks.
I was staring at a screen that was like transferring save data.
But at the same time, you're like, ooh, it smells good. Like I just opened this box, like, yes, PlayStation's here. I'm so excited. I'm watching progress bars, and why am I excited by this? It's so true.
The weird stand it comes with.
Oh yeah, yeah,
it's so interesting.
What
it's such an interesting shape. It's so big.
It's so big, dude. You and I are twinsies. I just I figured we had a bit of a spat with GameStop, and they called me and they said, look, if you still want to do this trade in, we'll give you your retail value for your PS4, which was $300 in Canadian dollars. Nice. And then they're like, well, and also for the trouble, and also I appreciate all the good feedback. Like, we had a great conversation today. They're like, thanks for the feedback. In fact, we're going to throw in an additional $25 gift card. And I'm like, well, that's really nice. Let's go. Probably never going to go back to your store after this is all done. After it's all finished. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So we've got this all set up, but it's like, man, this thing is enormous. Like I'm starting to like move furniture out of the way so I can back up into the house and actually give it a place to live, man. Holy crap.
Get the forklift out.
It so is you can get out so of your car. Huge. I actually was even thinking like with the disc version was like, that might be just a touch too big. I went digital.
Yeah. No, it's a little big, but I love disc.
Yeah, you really do.
I can't digital.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Still $100 more, huh?
Yeah, I mean, full send. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just... So are you like even on like PS5, like you're going to go... Man, they actually did a good job with the PS5, like game boxes and stuff. They actually look different. Yeah. Like that's still one thing. Everything else I feel like is overblown, at least from my perspective. Like, things got to be like next generation, all this stuff. Like I mostly don't care. But the game boxes, like they look way better on PS5 than what Xbox did. I
do like them. I bought the PS5 from Robbie Bobby Miller.
Oh.
So I tweeted something about like I'm trying to get a PS5 today. Wish me luck. And I couldn't get it that day. Yeah. So he DM'd me and he was like, I have an extra PS5.
Wow.
And I can sell you for retail.
Wow.
I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And he shipped it. I could have met him in Maryland, but tolls to get out of New York is a lot of money.
Tolls and time, man.
Yeah, I was like, so it's probably cheaper if we just ship it, which I was terrified that it was gonna get lost.
Because no kidding.
I'm a negative little Nancy.
I'm with you.
But he shipped it out yesterday at 5 p.m. and
that's pretty good.
I know. He got to the UPS store right as the UPS truck was picking it up.
Yeah.
So they picked it up right away. They hauled it up here, and they got it out to me today.
Wow.
Shout out to UPS, honestly.
Shout out to Robbie Bobby Miller for even having it and hooking you up, man. That's awesome. Yeah.
And he threw in 3 games.
Oh, get out of here. That's less than retail. What did you get?
Not within distance of me. I got Hitman 3. Some alien game, like Xenomorphs Alien.
Is it the Fire Team?
Yes.
Yeah, it just came on Game Pass. I'm gonna try that out.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, and he also gave me Fallout 76 for PS4.
Dude, we should play that, man. I don't know if it's crossed with PS4, but we have that game. We have a couple copies of Fallout 76 in this house. We're big into Fallout. I almost accidentally gave GameStop my copy of Fallout 4 as well in the PS4, and it wasn't like I had it all boxed up. I'm like, hang on a second, there might be something in that thing, and sure enough, I fired it up again. Pulled out the disc. That could have been bad.
Always got to check.
Yeah.
What did you like? What's the game that kind of made you want to do it, or was there anything that like made you want to get the next generation of console?
Definitely. Well, Final Fantasy 16.
Oh, yeah, 2025. Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, 100% gonna be in 1,000 years. It's not gonna be
1,000 years. You're probably right. That could be the next one. We haven't had something like The Last Guardian or Final Fantasy 15 was like that too. Actually, if I remember, yeah, like a decade in the making.
The development of that game.
Yeah,
since I was in like 6th grade or something.
Seriously, man, like you've learned how to drive since then.
The whole time I was like, yeah, I'm so excited, it's coming out. I bought a PS3 for that game, dude.
I would love to see, like, side by side, like you all your school pictures or whatever, like you just kind of like morphing from a child alongside all the various announcements on the other side of the screen, just like all the announcements that they're like, it's coming, and you just keep getting older and older and older, and it's like seems exaggerated, but it's totally real, just because you went from a child to a grown man. That'd be amazing. Love to see. Well, that, like, you're very patient, because I feel like wasn't it the same with like Kingdom Hearts 2 or 3?
Oh,
I meant as well. Yeah,
of course. That was, I mean, to be fair, it didn't technically get announced until 2016 or 2013.
Yeah.
So,
and when did it come out?
Technically 2019.
Yeah, it's not. That's funny when that's not terrible. Like in the world that we're talking about right now, it's like that's not so bad. It's like that's pretty.
Yeah,
that's pretty.
But like when after Kingdom Hearts 2 comes out, and that's in like what 2006 or something, 2005. And
you're asking the wrong. Yeah, sure. Yeah. If you say so.
And I was like, from that point, I was like, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out. Within 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Nope.
Like 15
test your patience, man. Yeah. So Final Fantasy 16 is the thing that made you go like, yeah, I need one of those things, and you jump on it. Even though there's going to be there's going to be a price drop surely at some point, like between now and then.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know.
But you kind of just have to have it, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely that way.
Yeah.
Because with the Switch too, I didn't want the Switch, and then I saw everyone posting the Switch, and I was like, I gotta get one.
I know.
So
Isn't
I got
that
one
amazing?
that weekend. I got really lucky. I got one that weekend when it came out.
Well, were you on my side? Like, I can't remember. Man, this is going back a few years, but I feel like you were on board with Bobby and I back in those days when we were yelling about the Switch. And I'm like, that presentation was no good. And Bobby and Toby are like, we're pre-ordering. I'm like, are you guys nuts? Like, the hell is HD Rumble and feeling the ice cubes and whatever the heck? Like, what's Project Octopath Traveler?
I love it. That was a good game.
That turned out to be a really good game, man.
Silly name.
Yeah.
I can't believe they're naming the next one Triangle Strategy for real.
It's for I take this as a sign. This is one of those things that like I look to the universe to go like, is everything going to be okay? And then Square Enix names their game Triangle Strategy. I go, yep, everything's going to be perfectly fine. Everything's going to be great. I don't have to worry about a damn thing.
Everything's fine. They know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. What is it? They should have like a bundle of all these games of like Times New Roman JRPG title font. Yeah. Octopath, Triangle, and Bravely Default.
Oh, yeah.
Do you say default or default? Bravely Default. I think I would say default. I said that weird.
I think just. I don't even know.
Right?
I don't remember what. I don't even think they say it in the game, so I don't even.
Oh my gosh.
Probably be default. Bravely default.
Bravely default. Everybody else is doing it too now. They're like, wait, how do I say that?
Bravely default.
Did you do the thing on Nintendo where they like tell you about your year?
Oh yeah,
all the hours.
I did do that.
What revelations did you have?
I didn't play it as much this year.
Really? What have you been up to, man? Like, feel like I don't know. Like, where have you been?
I don't know.
What's going on? You got all those cats and dogs and
cats, dogs. I've been working a lot.
Good for you. Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't had a lot of time to game recently.
Oh, how's that? Are you okay with it? Are you coming to grips with it?
It's all right.
And what do you mean by you don't have as much time to like? I feel like.
Well, okay, well, here's the actual thing that happened. I don't have a lot of time for video games because I got into paper, card games.
Yes, that's awesome. Did you really?
Yeah, Magic the Gathering. I'm really.
I love it.
Yeah, I got a lot of cards. So, I mean, I play with my friends.
Yeah.
So that's taken up a lot of my time because
like in real life, like you meet up with each other.
And online too. We play actually my webcam's on this little arm thing that I can move around. So I put it on top of my desk, and we play through our webcams.
Come on. I need to. Yeah. You need to get back on streaming. You need to stream them. That's like the best stuff you could have ever streamed in your entire life.
Yeah. Well, we started a YouTube channel.
Hey, did you really?
Yeah. So I've been doing that a little bit on
Why
and
haven't
off.
I seen this?
For a little bit. I don't know. I post them every once in a while.
Where is it? YouTube.com. Where are you at? Do we need to get you to 100? You pass it. You probably got 1 trillion people over there with Magic the Gathering super popular.
We don't.
Well, let's get you there, man.
46 people.
We can get you to 100
subscribers. Yeah.
How do I find it?
Soulmates. SOLMATES. Did I spell that right?
This looks like you. Oh yeah, like the. Oh my God, is that Predator?
Yep.
That's amazing. Who drew that? Did you draw that?
No, my friend Tom drew it.
I love it. Well, I'm subscribed right now. Awesome. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh yeah, look at you guys. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, it's that's been fun because it's a collaborative type of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes they write the scripts, I write the scripts. You know, we record them together. Sometimes they do the voiceovers in the episode.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do it. It's great.
Did we talk about Magic before? I feel like we always talked about like Kingdom Hearts or I don't even know what.
Yeah, we definitely talked about Kingdom Hearts, not Magic. I only got into Magic pretty much 2020, started 2020.
Nice. Yeah. When people ask like what hobby did you pick up over the pandemic, then that's it. It's a pretty big one, man. Like was it daunting at all? Like, or did you have a Sherpa, or how did you venture on in?
Well, my friend Tom was the one that pretty much like started to get. Well, I played Magic in high school like very lightly.
Yeah.
Very lightly.
Yeah, there's got to be a seed planted.
Yeah, and we used to play a format called Cube.
Okay.
Where you basically make your own set of cards like with pre-existing cards. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like you draft the packs you make with all the cards you put together.
Sure.
So drafting is like taking a pack, opening it, taking one of the cards out of the pack and passing it on to the next person, and then making a deck out of the cards you pick.
I need to watch this. What the heck, man? I'm already lost. I'm like, there's like, you haven't even started playing the game. I'm like, I don't understand.
Exactly. No, that's part of the game is making the deck out of the cards and the packs. That's what got me into it.
Yeah.
Originally, and then my friend Tom plays this format called Commander, which is like the most popular format right now, where you have one card as your general or your commander, and then 99 cards in the deck that you can only have one of each of.
Okay, yeah.
Unlike other formats where you can have 4 of each card.
Are there cards that normally would say like 1 per deck kind of thing? Like they're so good you're only allowed... No, that doesn't happen.
Well, there's not on the card itself, but there's some like restrictions in some of the formats.
I'm bringing over like the only thing I can even connect to this at all is my love for Overpower, the Marvel game that was the sort of Magic Light, which did have some of those. They were super like rare cards, super like you kind of turn the tide with those 1 per deck kind of cards. So.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I had more formats. Maybe that's what I was missing with that. Maybe that's why I died so quickly. We needed more formats, needed more ways to play this game.
Magic is like so vast.
It's timeless.
There's so many formats. They keep making new formats too. There's like fan-made formats that you can even try. It's great.
That's crazy adaptable, man.
The thing that I did, which took some time of mine away, was I crafted my own cube. And it's a mixture of Commander, the format, and the cube format together. So it's like you got to make it perfect, I don't even know how to describe it to you. So.
Somebody who knows about Magic is like, yeah, no, I get it. I'm following along. Like Sean's just dumb. I think I also need to see it too. Like what's the part of it that like what nerd core does it scratch for you? Like what's the like, because you have like a lot of different sides to you. Like, you've got a collector side to you. Like, there's the video games, we just like story, like art and things like that. Like, what is it about Magic is that kind of draws you in?
Probably, honestly, probably just the social aspect of it.
Yeah.
Playing with friends.
Yeah.
Is probably the biggest part of it. I do like deck building.
Yeah.
The art on the cards are phenomenal sometimes. It's just insane. But mostly playing with friends.
I could see it being like all of the things, actually, as I kind of like list those things off. Like, you're a completionist. Like, you ended up getting every game on the Wii U?
I did, yeah.
Every single damn game. So when you completed that off, what was the last game that you got, and what was the feeling like when you finally crossed that finish line? Like, I can't imagine it was like as exciting as you wanted it to be. You're like, there it is, I did it.
Excuse me.
Well, hopefully you're okay.
I'm fine. I got the booster shot yesterday.
Oh, is it kicking your butt?
I'm just a little.
We really should have just like moved this.
I'm fine.
Like, you're sick. You got a PS5. You got other things on the go.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Well, there's like 3 different answers to that question. Believe it or not.
Yeah. No, I believe it.
Because the original first game to complete it was like Just Dance 2019.
Right.
And then they released Axiom Verge.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Run.
Yeah.
So then that completed it.
Kept going.
And then they released Shakedown Hawaii or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then that completed it. And I'm sure there's going to be another one in the future that comes out that I'm going to have to get.
They're finally done. Well, are you still like looking? Like,
no,
are you still
I'm
keeping?
not.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but I mean, like, do you ever have to like refresh your list and go like, am I still done? Like, am I really still?
Oh yeah, because I definitely forgot Shakedown Hawaii until it was like $70. I was like, oh fuck.
Oh really?
Right now. Yeah, I was like, I gotta order this before it gets way too high.
do you look at it as like an investment at a certain point? Because like, I've never looked at any of the things that are behind me as like, I've never thought about selling any of these things, even though like this Gears of War 5 or the Xbox that I've got, I think is actually worth something. But like, I don't really want to sell it. I haven't really looked at it. But like, do you look at the Wii U collection like that as an investment?
Not as an. I mean, I do like the aspect of the value going up, which is awesome. Like, it's cool to like. This is awesome. I bought Devil's Third for $30.
Yeah,
now it's $300.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's like $330 or something.
I mean,
I bought it at
a
GameStop for $30.
Nice.
So I win there.
I think Barry Dunn's got about 5 copies of it.
Oh,
it's
wow,
his favorite
really?
game I don't know if he does, but it's like his favorite game on the system. It's like, what are you doing, Barry?
But no, I don't see it as investment. I see it as like I completed a video game collection.
Yeah.
A feasible video game, because it is feasible. Very feasible. But it's also like this is cool.
Yeah.
Like not everybody has like a full Wii U collection.
Nobody has a full like anything collection. Like, really.
Yeah, you're right.
I keep saying that I'm pretty sure Chelsea has a full collection of the first run of Skylanders, but I'd have to double check that. I feel like maybe she might be missing 1 or 2, possibly. But that one, again, like, that was before things got like really crazy. Like, the Giants was the second game, and they just went absolutely nuts. And they're like, Target's got an exclusive thing over here, and Toys R Us, they got their exclusive things over here, which, I mean, that's half of the fun too. Like, I remember when
Amiibo did that.
Amiibo's the same thing, right? And I remember being kind of like on the fence about it, because if I just want to have it done, then I'm mad that there's all these exclusives. But to be honest with you, we had a lot of fun, like going from one store to the next and just like tracking down. When we had the time, that was before kids, and it was just the 2 of us. And we're like, we'll just go hunt this stuff down. We had a lot of fun with that.
I did like the hunting of the Amiibo. It was fun.
Yeah.
It definitely was fun. And I remember, I went to the midnight release of Smash Wii U. And I remember they were like, do you want any Amiibo? And I was like, yeah, I'll pick one up, whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm sure there'll be plenty available.
The first run, especially. Do you remember which one you got first?
I got like Link.
Yeah.
Link and Pikachu. And I was like, oh, good. The ones that are everywhere.
Right. I think I was listening to Nintendo Voice Chat. I used to listen to that every single week, man. And I was on my way somewhere by my parents' house, because that's where the Toys R Us was. I might have actually been going to my parents' house. Oh no, I was going to actually play Smash. That's so funny. I was going on my way to meet up with some friends I used to work with at Future Shop, which is Canadian Best Buy. And I was on my way over. I was listening to Nintendo voice chat, and Pear was talking about how he had heard that Wii Fit Trainer was going to be really rare. And I'm like, oh, that's it. I hadn't thought about these things as being rare. And now, of course, it's totally an old story. But back then, it was like, I guess so. Yeah, there might be a small run of this. And I just peeled off the road. There was Toys R Us. I went in, and sure enough, there was Wii Fit Trainer. That was my first one. That was my absolute first one. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep, she's still good. She's still in the box. Still all that stuff. You still have yours in boxes?
Those on the wall.
Yeah.
Here, let me see if I can.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, look at this. It keeps going.
Yeah.
I love the Link's Awakening one.
I know, right? And I found the Zelda Skyloft one the other day.
Ooh. I love that one, actually. That's one of the best ones. I just saw myself on the screen.
People were mad that it wasn't going to be widely available.
I feel like they had another run of it close to when Metroid came out.
Yeah.
Because actually Chelsea came home with one.
I saw the Metroid amiibos the other day, too.
Yep. I think they also had another release of them.
But I was like, I don't have any money. It's Christmas time.
You just did a PlayStation.
Exactly. That was it.
Yeah.
I'm done now. I'm tapped out for until summer.
Really? Yeah. Summer. I mean, this is the thing. I was on Retro Logic last night. We're really legitimately saying that if they were just stop making video games from now on, we're probably good for a lifetime.
Yeah.
There's enough out there right now. We don't need any more.
Totally fine. I'm good.
Yeah. You don't always have to play the latest stuff though. Like you're pretty selective. You got you know what you want. You can play things for a long time.
Yeah. I'm actually playing a PlayStation 2 game right now.
There you go.
Star Ocean, of
course. Mm-hmm.
The third one.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready for another video finally. It's actually been over 2 years, I think, now.
Yeah. How's that feel?
Which is crazy. It feels good.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you said that, because if you were down on yourself about it, I was going to give you crap, but I'm glad
The only real thing is it's just this game is so long. I picked a bad, reviewing RPGs is so time-consuming.
You're not going to remember the beginning third of it by the time you're finished.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why I'm writing the script as I'm going along.
Smart.
Which is something I've never done.
Yeah, that's smart.
So once I get the hang of the battle system, I'm I'm going to write the paragraph or two about the battle system. And then I can move on. And then if something pops up later, I could just add to that.
And was this more of you just wanted to play Star Ocean, or was it you wanted to make a video about it? What was the inception?
Initially?
Yeah. Yeah, what prompted you to put that in the PS2?
Well, the one I'm playing now, me and my sister used to play that.
Yeah.
We actually rented it from Hollywood Video.
Nice. Yeah, man.
We never got far in it. Now that I'm playing it, I'm oh my god, we didn't even do anything in this game.
Playing it forever. What did you rent it a couple of times, and it feels like you've had it for forever? Yeah.
And we would get to the second level. Mm-hmm, there's no levels, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. You call it, and we'll do that forever. At least there's maybe a generation of gamers who kind of stop doing that at a certain point, but levels was the thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But we got to nowhere near where I'm at in the game, and it's just so much more than I thought.
Yeah.
And it's a lot. It's a lot to try to write down in a script.
Yeah.
And talk about.
Sounds like you regret this a little bit.
I thought the second game was a lot. This one is a lot.
My
goodness.
It's
only gonna get worse because more advanced.
Have you ever beaten it before? You played with your sister before, but have you ever since then, in between now and then?
Nope, never beat it. I never even got even close.
Do you ever feel and especially on PlayStation, do you feel like you should be getting achievements along the way? You play a lot of Nintendo, so maybe it's not as baked in, but
what's funny? I am playing the
trophies, if you like.
Yeah. I'm playing the version of the game on the PS4.
Oh.
They have remastered it for the PS4.
Oh.
And I've been playing for 25 hours, and guess how many trophies I got?
3 trophies.
2.
You have 2 trophies. I really was going to say 2.
2 trophies.
Super. Well, you probably haven't even got to the title screen yet. Like you're still in the tutorial stage.
Right.
You're still learning about the game, man.
It took like 10 hours for them to like do one of the main features of a Star Ocean game.
My God,
to even
man.
see it. I'm like, oh my goodness.
You're not really like selling me on this game. Like sometimes I hear somebody talk about a game I've never played of or anything. I'm like, I gotta try that. Like it doesn't even sound like you're having fun with it. It sounds like a chore, man. It sounds like not good.
Well, after playing the second game, it's really hard to even. The second game was a masterpiece. Like, honestly.
Oh, wow. See, now we're talking.
Best games I've ever played. I could not put it down.
Wow.
Every morning, like, I would get up at 5 a.m. to record because I was so excited to play the game.
Yeah.
And this one is just like, it
Oh.
lost the charm. Like, from PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2, the charm. They went with, like, 3D graphics, obviously.
That would do it.
Would do that. And the voice acting is just, and the sound design is the worst thing.
Did 2 have voice acting or was it just text?
It was just text. Yeah.
So going to voice acting was like, no, I'd rather just read it.
It lost the charm because the pixel art in the PlayStation 1 game is so good.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, man. Like that's what I'm talking about. I can get on board with this. Like I kind of want to try this. I've got no. Have you noticed like time has gone on? Like I feel like I've known you for quite a long time actually. Like I feel like your hair is much shorter. I mean, there's at least that. The mustache is still very, very similar.
Yeah.
Actually. But your habits have changed. Like, have you noticed that? Like, is it impacting your enjoyment of the games that you used to know and love and obsess about and play all the time? Is that happening?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I still play Kingdom Hearts 1 every single month. So
no, do you really? Do you really?
It's bad. It's really bad. I play at least one Kingdom Hearts game like every 2 months. I feel like
that is awesome
all the way through.
Did you have did you do a reaction or anything when Sora was into Smash? Like that seems like you'd probably be happy about that.
Well, I was at work when it happened, and I kept saying to myself, like, I can't be Sora, right? It really can't. There's no way.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I went back and see the reaction of other people, and like they didn't see the Keyblade, and like I saw the Keyblade earlier than everyone else did. So I was freaking out, like, and then you see the Mickey symbol, and like that was it. I was freaking out at work, but I was at work, so I was trying to keep it condensed, and I had a tear or two roll down my. So I was like,
that's so sweet.
I gotta keep it in, but I'm so excited right now.
Yes, you got what you like. You had one. It was the last one. It was the last. Like just knowing that it's not just another one. It's the last one, and if it was something else, then that's it.
Yeah,
very meaningful, man.
Yes, it was the best thing they could have ended on for me personally.
Yeah, no kidding.
I was like, it's either that or Master Chief. Nothing will ever live up to the hype of those two.
I feel like I'm kind of glad it's not Master Chief, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would have been cool.
It would have been okay. I don't think this seems to fit better. I don't know why. I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe it's just the Japanese thing. This seems to be and it seems to be fitting as well. I don't know. I feel like there's more people. I don't know. I feel like there's more people who can get around this or get on board with it. And instead of, because every time Microsoft touches something, it's like, I don't know. People
have a negative opinion.
Yeah, they're like, get out of here. Like, unless they're lending, Banjo back or something like that, then everybody's okay with it. But yeah, I don't know that I wanted to like have any of that. Master Chief doesn't need to be in Smash. This is better.
No.
This is better.
No, yeah, it's 100% better.
Yeah.
I would have took Master Chief any day, but Master Chief.
He can be in Brawlhalla. They'll put him in Brawlhalla instead.
Yeah, they'll put him in something.
Yeah, I mean, he's got his own game too. Like you can play.
They'll put him in Halo.
They've got a Halo game out now. They're not gonna have a Kingdom Hearts games in forever.
Oh yeah, that's another reason I bought a PlayStation 5 because I know they're gonna be like the next one's a PlayStation 5 exclusive.
Oh, can you imagine?
I just have a feeling.
Yeah, just bring it back.
They're gonna be like, no, it's ours again. Sorry.
Actually,
Disney would probably say otherwise.
I had this feeling that like PlayStation is just gonna like put its boot on Xbox's throat next year. Like I just feel like they've got something coming. I don't know why, but them being quiet, I don't think is like an accident. I don't think they've made mistakes along the way. I think they're just like super happy but to sell every single possible unit that they've got out there. And they don't really have to do a whole heck of a lot right now, and they're fine with that. And they'll save a move for when they need it. And I think that'll be exciting. I like seeing Sony kind of bullish. Like, it's a little bit weird right now.
Yeah.
You know? But they don't have to do anything.
No. Yeah, I mean, you're right. They do. I mean, I haven't even watched their what are they called? PlayStation.
Yeah, like the state of plays. Yeah, like
state of play. That's it. I don't even watch them because I barely remember when they happen, and then every time one happens, I always just hear that it was disappointing.
Well, and everybody exactly. So that's a good point, man. Like around really pretty much anything about video games. Like at a certain point, if you're in it, you're going to watch everything. Like, it's sort of like, you know, when I got a Switch, and this year was a pretty good example of this, I bought pretty much everything they said. And I'm podcasting about Nintendo. I think that has a lot to do with it. But like, if you're sort of like starting to spin out towards the fringes of video games and all you're hearing is like everybody bitch, whine, and complain all the time, like you could be, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to just like peace out, dude. Like, that's not good. It's not good for people to be surrounded by negativity like that all the time. I don't think so.
100%. No. No, not at all.
Especially on the things we're supposed to celebrate. Like, the announcement's cool. Like that should be good. But
yeah.
And obviously there's a fine balance. Like, you got to be critical about some stuff. I think that's got to be a thing.
Definitely.
But 2022 should be a good year, man. This is going to announce, or this episode is going to launch just before the new year. So you'll be just after Christmas, actually.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
I don't know if I've ever, I don't know if we've ever like, have we ever talked about like New Year's resolutions? Do you plan ahead? Are you reflective around this time of the year? Like,
no.
is this meaningful at all? Is this just another day? Like,
yes. It's
just another day
for me personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never usually do. I probably should.
I wouldn't say that. I think I'm not trying to suggest you should.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't know.
If you don't, then I think that's interesting. That I really look forward to like the end of this month to just like, okay, January feels like a fresh start. Seems like And also a funny thing happens, and maybe it's the same for you too, like because we both live in pretty cold climates, where you trick yourself into thinking winter's almost over. And it's like, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
No,
it barely started.
Getting started. Mm-hmm.
Actually, just started.
Yeah, it's always a weird thing. You get into January and you're like, oh, it's gonna be warm again soon, and it isn't.
No snow here yet.
Oh, really? We got like a foot yesterday.
Nothing so far.
Oh, well, that's good, man.
It's the island climate for you.
Did you get one of those the retro pocket things? Did you see those?
I did see them, but no, I did not get one.
I was discouraged because I couldn't see like when it was gonna come out, or like when I'm gonna get it. Like that's happened a couple times. I think there's two handhelds. I think it was the Steam Deck. Yes, I'm looking at my Stream Deck, so it's not that. The Steam Deck, you don't know when you're gonna get it, and this thing too, you don't really know when you're.
Is that like the Switch?
Yeah,
thing?
Like the PC thing. Yeah,
the PC Switch thing.
Yeah, okay, so people are pre-ordering these things, and they don't know when they're gonna get it, and it's like, you know, good for you.
Yeah, I would just wait till it's out, you know.
Yeah.
That's like, personally.
Yeah.
Unless I like really want. I did actually. Here it is. I got the Game & Watch, the Zelda Game & Watch.
Oh, very nice. Is that a shelf item, or are you gonna play it?
So far it's just been on my shelf.
Yeah. I've never beaten the first Zelda game. I'm mostly mad at it.
Very bad at early video games. So
yeah,
I definitely
that game's
can't
hard. That game is hard as hell, dude. People don't talk about that nearly enough. I don't think that game is hard.
Zelda 2 is even harder.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never played Zelda 2. I'm a fake fan. What can I say?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I overcompensated by naming my son Lincoln. So
oh boy.
Just kind of makes up for the fact that I haven't beat the first game.
You're going to hear it now.
You
never beat the first or second game?
No. I didn't have an NES. It was
canceled.
This is it, man. I think I've shared this before. We especially weren't allowed to play my neighbor's copy of Zelda when my younger brother went over there and accidentally deleted one of the save files. And it's just like, that's an unforgettable moment. You're just not allowed to touch the sacred golden cartridges, man. Just not going to happen.
Zelda for you.
No, man.
Oh man, those golden cartridges are so nice.
Yeah. Really, like they said it like right from day one, man.
Yeah. I think I only have the second one.
See, fake fan. All of us.
Yeah, I am.
I love that.
I have Majora's Mask on gold.
Yeah. I bought that 3DS. I bought the 3DS and just kind of like it just sits. It's like it's the new 3DS, like that version of it. It's just up on the shelf, man.
Where is it? I don't see it.
You know what? Things are getting a little out of hand back here, Jansen. Things are getting a little bit like that. I'm starting to add, and I've kind of like the clutter that I've been kind of doing, but because at first I was like everything's got to be like picturesque, and I just want to not care. I want to like let myself go a little bit on some of these things, like not make up so many rules. But now I can't find things. Like, and now, like, this is what I've been trying to avoid this whole time by keeping things organized. I'm like, I've literally lost a $200 whatever the heck 3DS. Like, it's right here behind. You know why I lost it? Because it's sitting behind this Switch Lite that I just got. Here
is that the Pokemon one?
It's the new Pokemon one.
Oh,
this is why. Like, this is. Every time I mention this to somebody, they're like, Bobby would be proud, and I guess that's probably true.
I have the X and Y Pokemon Light one.
X and Y?
Why did I say that? The Sword and Shield Pokemon.
Yes.
One.
Yes. See, that's one
Switch
I actually use. One. Like, you think I'm a Pokemon guy.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, this is one I actually use. And I actually really like this. I like the blue and the pink on this.
I love it. It's my favorite thing ever.
This new one is kind of plain.
My Switch just stays in its dock now. My like original Switch.
Yeah. You didn't upgrade to OLED?
No.
You don't play handheld, huh?
I wanted to get a PlayStation 5 instead.
I think that was probably, I mean, like really.
Good move.
I think that's probably the right move. If you have to make a choice, like you still have a Switch. It's not like you don't have a Switch.
I don't need no OLED screen. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's nice. Don't get me wrong.
It's really nice. I gotta say, like I was pretty surprised, and yeah, the biggest thing was just like getting rid of a day one Switch so it didn't die on me one day. Like that was basically, it was like kind of an insurance policy.
I got rid of mine when they did the new battery life one or whatever. Mm-hmm. I was like, I might as well just get a new one because I traded it in and I had store credit anyway, so I just got it for free basically. So.
I wonder how much this Switch Lite is, the Sword and Shield one. I wonder if it's worth anything, if I can sell this at all, because I have no like real attachment to it. It's still in really good shape.
I have so much attachment to mine.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's fun because Tanina got it for me. Well, I kept saying I wanted it, whatever. And she comes in, she was out that day or whatever. She comes in with like a Switch Lite case. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I couldn't find a Switch Lite for you, so I got you this case instead for your real Switch. I was like, oh, this one's the small one. Like, it's not even going to fit my Switch. And she's like, oh, it's not? Will it fit this one?
No way. That's the best move ever. That is such a good move.
I was like, oh my God, no way.
And you must have been like so confused because it's not like she doesn't know what she's doing.
I know.
Like,
yeah.
It's not, she wouldn't make a mistake like that. It's such a grandma move.
It's like, come on.
Oh, it doesn't? Does it fit this one? No way. I love it, man. I want to capture some of these stories in like comic book form. Like there's been so many great moments that people share on this show, and I'd love to just have like a 3-frame like little like snippet of like kind of funny. Used to do this thing too, where like Greg Miller would go off on a rant and some dude would like animate the thing, and it's like, well, that is awesome. Like that would be great, but never gonna do that. But I mean, I could scrap together like three panels of a comic and just kind of do that exact moment. I would love that, man.
Just go on Fiverr.
Heck yes. Well, true enough, man. I kind of want to, like, do you doodle at all? Do you draw? You're like you do everything, man.
I would love to be able to draw. I mean, I doodle. We actually have a wall of art that we've done. It's probably too far for you to see, but.
I had a feeling, though. I could sense it.
But she likes to paint, and then I also paint while she does.
Yeah. What do you paint with?
Just like paintbrush and like oil paint.
Paintbrush, thank you.
I don't know.
Fingers, like potatoes.
What?
Just stamps.
Acrylic paint.
There you go. Okay.
So we have like with my mom. Sometimes we just would put something on in the background and just paint away.
There's something about that, man.
It is. It's fun. I tried to do I tried to paint like a blood moon.
Oh, nice.
It didn't come out at all. I instead made like this terrifying face that's like, I don't know,
Majora's
it's up
Mask.
on the wall. It watches us sleep. It's kind of unsettling.
Yeah. The light hits it just in that wrong way.
She's gonna go get it. She's getting it down for us to look at.
I love it. I should have like artwork in the show notes of some sort. That is terrifying. That is the kind of thing. Nope. I do not want to look at it anymore. It's going to get burned into my retinas. For God's sake,
it's terrifying.
It really. You are not kidding, man. That is like. That is something out of like, like in a horror movie when the 5-year-old just like, he's in art class and he came up with this and it's like, what the hell is that? He's like drawing this demon he sees in his sleeve. Like, what the? I mean, it's beautiful art, Jamsey. Sorry, I'm laughing with you. I promise you, I'm laughing with you.
No, I know.
But that is very scary.
I did like, and the funny thing is the paintbrush like literally fell apart on me as I was painting it. So some of the bristles are painted onto the painting.
Yeah, because you were creating like a devil spawn.
Yeah, pretty much.
The brush wanted no part in it.
This was fun.
Yeah, I had a feeling though, for whatever reason. I'm glad you're gonna get back into YouTube stuff though, man. You're like, you're so funny with that stuff.
Yeah, it's so funny because I still get subscribers. I still get comments on these Star Ocean videos.
So good.
So many views.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my goodness. Like I gotta capitalize on this. And they announced the new game, which is coming out to PlayStation 5. Another reason to get it.
Yeah. Is it really?
Yes. Well, it's coming out to PlayStation 4 too, but
yeah. They believe in generations, but that's fine. What am I to say, man? I just ordered my damn PS5, so I can't even. Well, actually, maybe I can. Now I can really bitch and complain about PlayStation.
The cool thing is, I don't know if this is. I guess it's for. I mean, it's for PlayStation Plus members, but I guess it's for anyone who has PlayStation Plus. But when I started up the PlayStation 5, it was like, here's a bunch of games for free. Like, kind of like Game Pass.
Yes, but, dude, I'm telling you, man, when they revealed that, I was like, most of those games are better than most games you can get on Game Pass. Like, was it 21 games or something like that? Like, they're excellent.
Sony, exclusives, basically.
Is God of War one of them? Bloodborne is there.
God of War. Bloodborne is there. There's
the Batman game, I think, is on there. Fallout 4. Yeah.
Final Fantasy 15.
Holy crap,
on
man.
there. Fallout 4 is on there.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, and I can play all of it. Crash Trilogy is on there.
Is it really?
Yeah.
You know, I will give it a try. One of the things that kind of blew my mind actually in the last generation was when I played the Spyro Reignited trilogy thing that they did. Yeah. And I was not a Spyro person at all, and maybe it's because of Skylanders and Chelsea's love of Skylanders create such a warm spot in my heart. It's actually unlike almost anything else, almost unlike any other video games.
Forgot that started as a Spyro game.
Right. Yeah, the first game, Spyro's Adventure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
And it was Chelsea getting into that, and I loved how much she loved it, and I loved finding the characters and the toys for her, and then watching her kind of play it was it's an okay game. I was so in love with just our relationship at that point in time. I was even playing the Skylanders game on iPad, and the music was just it's got a wonderful theme, very much like Kingdom Hearts. I think there's some great music to it. And then I fire up Spyro, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of it's all connected, and is creating a love for this game that I otherwise just would be I totally would pass it by, because back when it came out, it was Spyro's got all this attitude and he doesn't give a crap and blah blah. And it's okay, that's just
seen it.
That was 90s video games. Everything was edgy. Sonic was super edgy, and Crash was trash talking Nintendo and all that stuff.
Trying to be hip.
You don't have to be an asshole. You can just be like a dragon. It's kind of like a dragon. Yeah.
That's great.
Need to get some Homestar Runner merch again. I was all about that. Trogdor.
I remember playing that song on Guitar Hero 2.
Yes, dude. What the heck are the chances? Man, I love that kind of stuff because I had no idea how popular Homestar Runner was, even though I should have immediately, because a friend of mine showed me Homestar Runner, and I should have known just by that probably happening everywhere. But yeah, everybody, man, so like in the like way before YouTube, like I don't know how the heck those guys were doing any of that stuff.
I know.
So creative and so many barriers to entry.
Yeah. Even like Angry Video Game Nerd even started before YouTube.
Seriously.
Like,
yeah.
Crazy.
What? Like even platform, like, so like E-Bombs World or something? Or like, where are you even on, dude? Like,
I don't even know.
We're all watching on like real players.
Yeah.
Downloading at
Early
56K. Yeah.
Early internet. I can't even remember early internet. I remember AOL.
Yeah. I don't think we had discs. They kept sending us like the samples
all the
thing.
discs. I remember a bunch of discs, like broken discs in like parking lots.
Oh, definitely. Like you throw those things around with like frisbees. You do like the dumbest thing. They're coasters and everything. Like everything but
60,000 hours.
Just like loading up. It's like us with Game Pass now.
Yeah.
Just getting these codes and things on sale and everything like that.
Oh, Tanina loves Game Pass.
Yes, it's the best value in gaming. It's very good.
I got her a PC this year.
Nice. What'd you get?
And, we built it. It's just a bunch of stuff put in that I said, this is my budget to Micro Center guy. And he said, here's a PC.
To Micro Center guy.
Micro Center guy. Very nice there. He basically gave me everything that we needed and was like, just, you got this. You could build this. And I built it.
That seems like a really good service. Oh, and that's amazing too, that like you just gave him the budget, he found the parts for you, and then you assembled everything together.
Exactly.
Do you feel like a grown man when you did that? Like did it seem like you leveled up a little bit?
When I pressed that power button and everything came together.
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
Yeah, you've mastered something.
She's got her PC. I still got my Mac.
You got all the things, man. Are you gonna? But now you got to borrow it for your videos, or you guys? You got your Mac for your videos, probably. Well,
I got my Mac for editing, but I'm kind of trying to stream on the PC because this freaking Mac sucks.
I mean, Bobby was streaming from a Mac the whole time. You couldn't convince him otherwise.
I was streaming from a Mac, and then all of a sudden it just stopped working.
Yeah. Not surprised.
And I'm like, great. And Rybo can't even help me. So if Rybo can't help me, like, what am I supposed to do?
I'm surprised it even boots up at all.
I know.
Rybo, I'll never forget, man. I had an issue with my PC, and I don't even remember exactly what like the telltale sign or the symptom that I was describing. And it wasn't like a blue screen of death with like a code, like an error code or anything. Like I was like, it's kind of like something like this is happening. And he just goes like, sounds like a power supply issue. And I'm like, I'm checking literally everything else. I'm like, maybe it's a dust issue. Maybe my keyboard's plugged into the wrong thing. Like, I don't know. Like I'm checking all these different things. And he just nailed it. Like his first guess was that.
I don't know how he does it.
Dude's a genius.
Smart guy.
Yep. Dude is
I could send him
genius.
like the line. He's like, just send me the files from Mac or whatever.
Yeah.
Like right click here and send me everything. And I send it to him and he's like, oh, here's the problem.
Yeah, man.
Like, what did you even look at? I just see like a bunch of words.
And like, I don't know. I feel like you and I are somewhat technically savvy. Like we're not completely useless, but it feels like it when it's like comes on in here and it's like, yeah, definitely this is your issue. I've been lucky, knock on wood. I haven't had too many other real problems. Man, why did I even say that? It's like saying like goalie's gonna get a shutout.
I'm just not even gonna respond to you.
Fair enough, man. How's the? Well, I mean, you don't normally be. You said you don't get reflective at the end of the year, but I'm gonna ask you, like, how's it been? Has it been okay?
This year,
we had a shitty start to the year, dude.
This year's been okay, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a lot.
Yeah.
Honestly, work has been. My new boss is not the best.
Yeah.
It's just hard to deal with him.
Mm-hmm.
Communication's hard. He puts too much on me and my assistant. It's a lot.
You have an assistant?
I mean, I call him my assistant. I don't know what else to call him because he just helps me in the office, basically.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
I'd love an assistant.
I guess. I mean, he does get me. I guess he kind of is an assistant.
Does he get you coffee?
He does get me coffee sometimes. He gets me lunch sometimes. Oh my god, I got an assistant.
You have an assistant. It's like you realize he goes to work the next day, just like leans into this big time.
Yeah, no, I guess I really do.
All right, assistant, take a note. You start like pacing around the room.
Well, yeah, he helps me. Yeah.
That's cool.
He's really helpful.
Yeah.
He's made the year a lot easier.
Yeah.
On me than anyone else could. My boss just sucks. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
He's the worst.
That sucks, man.
Straight up. And I've been trying to look for a new job. It's just
come
nothing.
here. We got jobs here. Come to Canada.
Yeah.
Come on up. Come on up. Are we gonna get you at Extra Life next year? Am I gonna put you on the spot for this?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, come on.
I definitely could
missed you this year, man.
We had a vacation to Florida that just drained all my money.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Insane how much I had to spend.
Yeah.
So
did you guys do Disney or anything?
We did Universal.
Ooh, how was that?
So Horror Nights.
What do you mean?
It was during the Halloween time.
Oh, that's cool.
They had like a whole bunch of haunted houses at Universal.
Oh, I never even knew that was a thing, but of course that's a thing. Of course they lean into that.
Starts at like 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Well, there's certain rides open that you could have went on and stuff like that, so it was good. And actually the best thing about it was the Harry Potter part of the place. There was no one there.
Yeah.
As opposed to every other day of the year, it's like crowded there because it's the Harry Potter section.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's doing the haunted houses, so there's no one there. It was great.
Was it otherwise like the rest of the park? Was it pretty busy, or just was COVID kind of keeping it at like half capacity or something?
No.
Are they full? They're just full.
Nice.
I mean, it's Florida, right? Like they're back at it.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care there.
Yeah. Oh, it's tough.
They've been through worse, I'm sure.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you guys did. How long have you guys been planning for that? Did you have to cancel it the year before because of everything? Like, or did you always want to go this year?
No, well, during the pandemic, I think it was during the pandemic, Tanina's friend moved down there.
Yeah.
Both of her best friends moved down there.
Yeah. I like Florida, man. We got married there. I like people say what they say about Florida, man, and everything, but like I loved it, dude. I had a great time in Florida.
I don't love it. I like cold weather and stuff like that. So
yeah, do you really? You actually? Like my skin cracks in half. I'm molting right now. Like it's like something wrong is happening with I'm looking at my hands right now. And when I went to Florida to get married, like I could breathe better. Like it's so dry here and it's so cold. Like it just like even my eyeballs are like, I think I need some moisture, man. So
that's
Florida.
fair.
Florida cured all of that for me.
That's fair.
Plus, I got married. Plus, we were on a cruise. Like, plus, it was like it was a awesome trip. Like, absolutely memorable for the rest of my life. Yeah. So I think there's maybe a lot of that happening as well. Like, probably could have got a very similar experience in like North Carolina. I don't know. Probably would have been fine seeing JB. Wait, is he in North Carolina or South Carolina? He's South Carolina.
North.
Damn it! I knew it at the front. Second guess myself.
Fayetteville.
I got you, JB.
Actually, I always get it wrong too. So
just make it a Carolina. Just make it one. What do you got always like divide? What are you guys always dividing everything for?
I'm tired of the separation.
All the Dakotas and the Carolinas and what else you got there? Is that it?
I think that's it.
Is that the only ones? There's only two.
Definitely.
Is there?
That's it. I think that's it.
The Delawares. Wait, I don't think they're.
Oh, the Virginia. It's the West of Virginia and regular Virginia. Vanilla Virginia.
Vanilla. Adjectiveless Virginia. Directionless Virginia.
Oh, man.
It's too
West
much.
Virginia's more like north of Virginia, too. It's so funny.
Don't you just think that, like, what do you got? 50 states? Isn't that too much? It's
Maybe.
Too much. It's just like just let New York like take over all of that stuff. Like just eat up New Jersey.
It's just too much.
It's too much. How was like you have to like memorize all that stuff in school? We had 10 provinces for God's sakes. Like ours was easy.
That's the funny thing. No, I don't. I mean every state has different, education.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I can't even speak for anywhere else, but definitely not New York. And New York has some of the better education in America. So
yeah.
So I don't know about everyone else.
Oh man, that's so good.
I know it's so funny.
We should have like a test. We should have something like the Canadians versus the Americans. And I'm not even saying this to suggest that Canadians would do better. I think Canadians would be really surprised and rightfully humbled to do like a name the state kind of exam. Because I think most of us would do terribly at it.
Oh.
And if you come here and talk to people about it, they'll be like, Americans don't know anything about Canada. It's like, okay, where is Delaware? Like, show me Chicago even. Like, not even something like abstract.
I could name not all of the Canadian provinces, but a good amount. I feel like I could name.
But I can't even slam you for that. Like, I don't think that it's also not very like equal, you know?
Yeah. There's
like
it's
yeah, and 12? Then territories. Yeah, there's 3 territories up top. Whatever that means. You know, we just had to come up with a different like category of area. Yeah, nailed it.
None of it.
Yeah, look at you. Look at very modern. Mm-hmm.
I cannot think of the the Yukon.
Yes, nailed it.
Nice.
See, man, all 3 for 3 on the territories. Very
That's
impressive.
Pretty good if you ask me.
Very impressive. But I'm sitting here going like, what are the North and South states? Like, what? Everything's new. New Mexico, New York, New Jersey. Where's Old Jersey? Is it all like English stuff?
Jersey is an island in the British Isles.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense. That's what I would have done. You show up somewhere else. You're like, what are we going to call this place? Like, New
York.
Old Town. Yeah.
Old Town.
New Old Town. Well, it's great to chat with you, man. I really wanted to just kind of, just have a little catch up. Just see how you're doing. You're smiling the entire time, which is amazing. It's good to see you, dude. Feels
good.
Yeah.
It does.
Are you with the PlayStation now? Like, what kind of progress is there? Like, now that we've chatted for an hour, like, is it almost done?
I don't know. It's not on the screen right now.
Okay. Do you want to tell people where they find all your stuff? Like, again, with your YouTube, your Magic the Gathering stuff, man, that's so awesome. We'll have all the links in the show notes and everything.
Yeah.
But where do people talk to you at?
Well, I'm on Twitter at JamScams. I finally got it after years.
What did you have to do to get it? Because it was taken before, or it just became available?
It just became available. I checked one day and it was there. I was like,
oh, no way. Dude, the other day I typed in twitter.com/Yumi Capri and forgetting that it's with an S, like what Guru used to do with his. And it came up account suspended. I'm like, what did we do? Like,
oh, no.
And then it wasn't the right one, but we should keep our eye on that one. So you got Jamsgams. Nice. I like it.
Yes, that's my Twitter. And then that's also my YouTube.
Nice.
If you want to see my Magic the Gathering stuff with my friends, that is at Soulmates, Soul S-O-L, no U.
Love it. So good, man. I'm already subscribed. We're going to get you up to 100. We'll get you there.
I hope
I love that you're doing that, man. I really do.
I don't think youtube.com/soulmates.
You need 100. That's why you need 100.
It's not taken, so we need that.
You'll get it.
Almost just cursed. I stopped myself the entire time, and I almost just slipped up at the end.
I didn't even hear it. All right, man. Well, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm glad we got to catch up, man.
Oh yeah, this was fun.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, dude. Can I say Merry Christmas? I have to ask permission to say Merry Christmas. That's the right one. Okay.
And a Happy New Year.
I don't know that there's really any segue here. No natural segue, but I want to let you guys know about something that brought me a smile to my face just yesterday. I was driving around. I went all over the place yesterday. I went to a comic book store, met up with my dad and my brother over there because I got some, I would say gift cards, but really it was like a prepaid MasterCard kind of thing, like a prepaid credit card for the purpose of going to buy comics. I got that for Christmas, so I went over there. And as I was driving around the city, it was Boxing Day, really. So Boxing Day, for those of you who don't know, the day after Christmas in Canada, maybe in the UK, maybe, I'm not sure. You guys should let me know. YouTube.com/Yumi Capri. And I was driving around listening to, Boxing Day, that's where all the sales happen. It's like another Black Friday. We get both. We get the day after American Thanksgiving, then we get the day after worldwide Christmas. And so I was driving around. I was listening to Wii the GamerCast, and I had one of those not Wii the Gamer. I was listening to Married to the Games. Goodness gracious, you're listening to Wii the GamerCast. You'd think I would just redo this, but I'm not going to. listening to Married to the Games, and they had a moment, they had a callback to something that they used to do on the show all the time, and I hadn't heard them do it in so long, and the moment was coming, and when everybody on the show just kind of screams this level from Ori and the Blind Forest, and I did it with them. I did that thing where you join in on the podcast, like in your car, you just kind of like yelled along with it, and I was smiling, I was laughing, it felt great to do. Some of you who listen to Married to the Games, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And as soon as I did it, and I was laughing, I was giggling myself. I had a moment by myself, and you know what, man? I don't care. I don't care if that's weird. I had a lot of fun just by myself. I was smiling and laughing and having a good time in my car driving around. That's what life is all about, man. And as soon as I did it, the guys on the show, they called it out. They said, you know what? Somebody is right now in their car. They did it along with us. And I was like, that was me. I did the thing. I did it with you guys. So I hope you guys get to do, I don't know if it's the hey, maybe you scream the hey, maybe if it brings you joy, if you dance along to the music. Like, I'd love to hear how you are part of this show. I don't know if you guys answer the questions in your head before the guests answer the questions, or if you're adding into the conversation, things like that. I would love to know about that. And I gotta say, man, I'm so glad you guys are still here. This show is so special. It's not going anywhere. We got big things to do in 2022. I hope you guys are there. We're going to continue ending the show with this weird thing from Heavy Rain. We're going to look for Jason. We're going to look for Sean. And we'll see you guys next week. Okay, bye-bye.
Jason! 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 Sean! 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 Sean, where are you? Jason! 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 Sean! 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 Jason! 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 Jason!